Hey everybody, Rob here for Southwest Florida Television. And for me, Robb Stan. We're on my personal Facebook page this morning. And it is gorgeous. Gorgeous here at Wiggins Pass. That sun is out, shining bright, warming things up. It's still about 55 here, but it's going to get up to 78, and we're going to see these beautiful sunny skies all day today. I think it's about 7:50 or so, coming up on 8 o'clock. I wish you were here. Hit that share button. We saw some beautiful colors earlier this morning. Daybreak and sunrise. And now just nothing but blue sky. Look at that. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. If you're up north shivering, close your eyes and pretend you're here walking on the beach with me. If I could pull you through my phone and plop you down on the beach next to me, I would. Wouldn't that be awesome? It is a blue morning this morning, the Sunday morning blues. This is the north end of Del Nor Wiggins Pass State Park. I love it up here. I'm going to take a little walk down the beach, let you see what's going on. Looks like there's some new sand piles out on the beach since the last time I've been here. The park itself is closed. You can walk along the shore up to Wiggins Pass here. But you got to stay out of the interior of the park. Let them do their thing. They're still working on getting all that sand out of the park, and it's just an incredible amount of sand. It is amazing the amount of sand that got pushed into the park. No idea on the time frame for the reopening of the park. It's been really quiet at the pass. I've only seen a few boats heading out this morning. One went out just before I came back here, before I went live. It's sad to look across the pass there, Barefoot Beach, and they just got a little strip of sand over there. All their beach was washed away over there. Water temperature 69 degrees here. The tide is on its way out. You're getting ready for church. When you go to church today, pay attention to the sermon. Pay attention and share the good word. Say some prayers for our country while you're there. Hey, send some stars if you're liking what you're seeing. I get a penny for each star that you send nowadays. Every penny counts. I love it up here. I don't want to leave, but I have to. I have to start walking down the beach. I love hanging out up here. You never know when there's going to be some dolphins coming through that pass. Could happen at any time. Sometimes they just hang out in the pass. Sometimes they'll stay up there for an hour. You'll see them just hanging out, feeding. Sometimes they'll have their young with them, their little babies, teaching them the ways. It's fun when they're teaching their babies how to catch fish. That sun is glorious. That sun and that blue sky. Man, we've had quite a few days of this gorgeous blue sky in a row. Wednesday. That's what I heard on this morning's weather anyway. Wednesday, maybe our next chance for rain. Today, we'll take the rain, trust me. This is our dry season. We need all the rain we can get during the winter months. But today is going to be an absolutely gorgeous day for the beach here in Southwest Florida. Any beach you go to, it's going to be gorgeous. Did you catch sunset yesterday evening? I went live up by Doc's beach house. That was beautiful. A sunset with clear skies. It was busy up there at Doc's up in Bonita, on Bonita Beach. Hey, this coming Thursday evening, we've still got some seats open for our sunset cruise with Boat Naples. This is where we come out for sunset. If it's a nice evening, we come right out the pass and we'll cruise up and down the beach at Del Norwiggins and then sit out in the Gulf for sunset. We start out with a little backwater cruise. Check out some of the wildlife, look for some birds. Maybe check out some of the waterfront real estate here in North Naples. But Boat Naples, I'd love to have you on board with us. Check out their website, boatnaples.com. Check out all of the tours that they offer. It is a chartered tour. You charter the boat. You can bring up to 6 people on a chartered tour. But the Thursday evening sunset cruises, that is the only time. It is a pay per person, so it gives more folks the opportunity to go out. You're not going to find that Thursday evening sunset cruise on their website. You have to call them and just mention the Southwest Florida Television Thursday evening sunset cruise or the Thursday evening cruise of Robb. Any way you want to put it, they'll know what you're talking about. Captain Sandy, great people. Boatnaples.com. Boatnaples.com. One of our rangers just passed me by, making his rounds. So I Obviously the park is still closed. Follow Friends of Del Nor-Wiggins Pass State Park. Friends of Del Nor-Wiggins Pass State Park if you want to stay up to date with what's happening here. I just kind of tell it like it is, what I see, I share with you. They get the inside scoop there, the Friends group. And I don't even think they know when the park's going to reopen. That's the million-dollar question. When is the park going to reopen? I can't believe all the sand. Like I said earlier, it's just mountains of sand that they're taking out of the interior of the park. We're quite a ways away from low tide here. Low tide's around 12:30 or so, 12:45, somewhere in there. It's so far away, I don't care. I'm not going to see it today. I'm not going to see it this morning, so it doesn't matter. That's always the best time to come to the park here and walk the beach. It's when you have the most nice hard sand to walk on. Now some of those piles are, well, the water was actually up to the piles up towards the north end of the beach this morning, some of the new piles, as that tide was still high when I came up here in the dark. Still love this beach though, I still love it. Even though the park's closed, I love this beach. I do miss the little path, the pathway that they had back in there in the old days, back behind the trees. Now the tree line is where the path was. We lost so much here, so many of the trees. I can't say this enough though. Stay out of the park. Just stay out of there. People, I see people, I mean, yeah, everybody's curious as to what's going on, but stay out of there. Stay out here by the water. All it's going to take is a few bad apples, and they're going to spoil it for everybody, and they'll just shut the beach down like they did after Hurricane Ian, and we don't want that. I have not heard about any red tide here, other than maybe the other day I heard on the news some red tide kind of offshore of Pelican Bay. I haven't heard any more about it. I didn't hear anything about it on the news this morning. So let's keep our fingers crossed that we don't have to be dealing with that doggone red tide. There is red tide up to the north of us. I know Tampa, they've been seeing red tide up in that area. St. Petersburg. I don't know about Port Charlotte. Sarasota, Port Charlotte, I don't know about there. Lee County. I think I heard something about around Port Charlotte, somewhere in Lee County. But I don't know. Google red tide status for Florida. You'll get lots of information on red tide. If it shows up here on the beach, I'll let you know. Right now the water's looking kind of yucky here with the tide going out. You can see all the new piles of sand here, and this morning the water was just about right up to them here. I call them the sand igloos of Del Norwegians. Down the very south end, they've almost washed away. The south end of the park. They've been there so long. I wish you were out here with me. It is gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Just passing by the old crooked palm tree in Area 5. Walking by and not stopping to share it with you. This wouldn't be right. That thing has seen its share of hurricanes. Boy, where I'm walking right here, the sand is hard as a rock. Like I said earlier, you can see at high tide that water's been right up to these sand piles. So if you're going to be walking to the pass at high tide, expect to be getting your feet wet. They really don't want you on the other side of those sand piles. That's where the trucks are running up and down the beach. You got a little more beach to walk on now. know you're wishing you were here. I know you're wishing you were walking the beach with me and feeling that warm and beautiful Florida sunshine beating down upon you. Oh, one little sandpiper just went running past me. Running in and out of the waves. You see it up there? Usually you see a group of them, not one all by itself. Up the beach it goes. Past the sand igloos. There are a couple more little sandpipers are scurrying by me. They're tiny. They're hard to see on the video. Tiny and fast little devils. Such a beautiful morning and so quiet here. The water's looking better down here. You get up close to Wiggins Pass when that tide's going out and the water gets kind of cruddy looking sometimes. Not looking too bad down here. And the sand piles thinned out here, disappeared for a little bit. A little short stretch of the beach. I think they're doing the sand sifting. I think the sifter is up in parking lot 3. Some of the sand didn't have to be sifted, some of it did. But thankfully they're going to be able to recover all of that sand. We didn't lose any beach, it just got relocated. Temporarily relocated. You can see this stretch of beach here to my left. This is where they've already spread out some of that sand that they recovered. You can see how high it is up there. I'm sure they'll be knocking these edges off when they open the park up. I hope that's sooner than later. So many people are anxious to get back here to Del Nor-Wiggins this winter when they come down. There's some people that come down here, and that's the whole reason they come down, is to hang out at Del Nor-Wiggins, and they're going other places now when the park is closed, finding other beaches to go to. It's a shame all the money the park is losing here. By the way, if you'd like to help Del Nor-Wiggins out directly, you can make a donation through the Friends of Del Nor-Wiggins Pass State Park organization. That's how you make a financial contribution to the park. I'm sure they could use your help. If you're one of those folks that loves this place, help them out. Oh, pelican just dove into the water over here. And off it goes. They're fun to watch, the pelicans. Pay attention to them if you're at the beach and you're watching them dive bomb their prey. You'll see they just kind of, when they catch a fish, you can tell when they catch a fish, they keep their head down because that big pouch is full of water. And they have to like pump all the water out of that pouch before they can swallow the fish. So they kind of just hold their head down there for a little bit. Then all of a sudden you see them tilt their head up and swallow the fish down. They're so much fun to watch. I have not seen a big group of pelicans feeding for quite a while now here at the pass. We used to see that more often than not, certain times of the year. I mean, 50 pelicans, maybe even more. That was so cool. And the other shorebirds, the seagulls and the terns, really haven't witnessed that lately, the feeding frenzies. There were times where the little tiny bait fish were just washing up on the beach in the waves. The birds were just lining up on the shore and just eating them like one after the other, like popcorn. Boom, 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 boom. Hundreds of birds. Those were amazing sights. See that in my morning walks. If I was walking down to Clam Pass, sometimes we see it up at Wiggins Pass. We have seen some amazing sights over the years and met some wonderful people. Man, dolphins, always amazing. Our beautiful dolphins. I believe we're, I don't know, we're coming up to parking lot 2, I don't know. If you're just tuning in, I'm just making my way south down the beach at Del Nor Wiggins Pass State Park. The park itself is closed. All these sand piles, this is sand that got washed up into the park, onto the roads, the parking lots from Hurricanes Helene and Milton. And they're working diligently on getting it out of there, but there's tons and tons and tons of sand that still has to be removed from the interior of the park. So it's going to be a while before it reopens. Be patient. Good things come to those that wait. It's incredible out here this morning. Mother Nature and Mother Ocean. My two favorite ladies. They always make my morning special. So do you. You make my morning special. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for being a friend. Let's see if those stars work. Get a penny for each star that you send. Every penny counts. still got some time left here. I'll take you down to the very south end of the park. I'll have a couple photos to share later this morning. Didn't take a whole lot. It was beautiful. Daybreak and that gorgeous blue sky. Wow. That beautiful band of color out in the Gulf that we see on the western skyline in the morning. That is so beautiful. Anything that I post that you like, besides giving it a like, if you leave a comment and give it a share, that helps me out a lot. That helps push things along on social media. Facebook is really doing me wrong right now. They're a very politicized organization. They really do suck, in my opinion. That's my personal opinion. They actually do a lot of people wrong. How can that be social media? Oh well. Socialist media, that's what they should call themselves. Where is everybody out on such a beautiful morning? It's amazing how far south that sun has traveled already. You go down to the Naples Pier and it's just amazing how quickly it moves back and forth in our seasons. I do like sunset at the Naples Pier, even though there's not much left of it anymore, and pretty soon they're going to start tearing it down. I think spring is when they're going to start tearing the pier down. Making way for the new Naples Pier. I think this is going to be like the second new Naples Pier. I think the last one, they made some modifications to it, but the original one was a lot shorter. The new one's going to be interesting. A lot of mixed emotions about it, but hey, it is what it is. It's going to be a nice pier to walk out on. Hopefully I'm here to do that. bet that christening, opening day of the new Naples Pier is going to be unbelievable. I remember when they opened it back in 2015, I think, when they put the new decks and the new deck and handrails on. That was a huge ordeal when they reopened that. Now it's going to be a whole new pier. Exciting, exciting, exciting. Just like when this park finally gets finished and reopened, it's going to be a whole new park. So you get down here, nice and far away from the pass. That water looks pretty nice. Pretty nice. Down by parking lot 1. I think we're down by parking lot 1. I don't know. Parking lot 1, parking lot 2, parking lot 3, parking lot 4, parking lot 5. Doesn't matter. It's like parking lot 2. This little notch in the trees. Good morning. It's amazing. For as long as I've been walking this beach, doing these videos, I'm up on 10 years and I can't even figure out where I'm at sometimes now. I know there's a notch in the trees at parking lot 2. And I think that was it. You can really see the notch now when you look back. This is south end of parking lot 2. What a glorious day. Look at that sky. Just look at it, will you? Look at it. Can you see Roy flying around up there somewhere, him and Audrey? I wonder if Roy ever got his questions answered. He always wanted to know why. That was his big question, he said, when he meets God. It's going to be why. Why did he do this? Why did he create all of this? Well, I don't remember this big drop-off being here the last time we walked the beach here at Del Norwiggins. This is kind of in between parking lots 1 and 2. They've already spread a lot of sand out in this section of the park. Now they're starting to pile up more sand. I really don't know how they're going to reopen the park. If they're going to do it in sections, you know, like they did last time. Parking lot 1, then 2, then 3, then 4. If they're going to wait to do it all at once, or what? I just hope those beautiful new parking lots 3 and 4, I hope they didn't get ruined. All that beautiful new paving that they had just put down. Parking lot 4 was only open for a couple of weeks before it got covered in sand again. Before you know it, all our snowbird friends are going to be here, and I bet they're looking forward to it. If you're one of them, I'm sure you're looking forward to it. Can't wait to see you out here. If you see me, say hello. Don't be bashful. They got it all graded out up here now. There's still some more piles down here at the very south end of the park. Like I said, they're just kind of deteriorating. They seem to be just getting smaller and smaller. People climbing on them, kids playing on them. Really shouldn't be doing that, but oh well. Kids will be kids. I know I'd be on top of those sand piles if I was a kid. Be getting hollered at. It's been an awesome morning, an awesome walk. I learned something about a new problem with Facebook on my first live feed this morning. If I stop and take a picture during my live feed, when I come back to the live feed, the audio, the microphone has been disconnected by Facebook. I don't know why this has anything, Facebook has anything to do with your microphone being plugged in. But I guess I have to unplug it and replug it in. That's how I have to start. I have to start my live feeds, then plug the microphone in, or it doesn't work. And you're going to hear towards the end of this morning's first live feed the difference between the microphone and not. You're going to hear all that wind at the end. It was breezy up there at the pass. It was breezy out here. All these little things people don't think about. They just take their camera and go live. There's a lot more to it than that. Remember who's doing that for you. Remember who gets up in the mornings, tries to get up early in the mornings. I've been having a hard time getting out of bed lately, but I did it this morning and got out here for you. Shared that sunrise. I'm so glad I did. I feel so good when, for the rest of the day when I get out to the beach in the morning. It just makes my day that much better. I'll bet you it's busy as all heck down at Vanderbilt Beach this morning. Maybe not right now. Surprisingly, it was like really slow during the week. Really quiet. Gorgeous and quiet. I don't know. Sunday should be busy. I worked up an appetite. Worked up good appetite walking out here this morning. go home and have my bowl of Cheerios and a couple oranges, a couple cuties. Roy and his oranges. Woof. That man would eat oranges. He'd eat about a bag of oranges a day. Good old Roy. He had his ideas. Whatever. God bless him. I don't know if I'll make it to 96. I don't know if I want to. All right. Well, we've walked the entire beach at Del Nor Wiggins. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you had a good time. I hope it warmed you up, at least mentally. If not physically. I wish you were here with me. You hear me say it all the time. I wish I could just pull you through my phone and plop you down on the beach next to me. Wouldn't that be cool? You know, someday, probably not in my lifetime, it will. I'm thinking that technology will exist. It seems like everything that was in the old science fiction movies slowly starts to become a reality. Technology. Sometimes I think it might be growing a little too fast. I'm still leery of all this AI stuff. Very leery. I don't like it on my phone. I don't like it at all. Oh, look at these sand piles. Look how small they've gotten. They're like little teeny tiny bumps now. Look at that. There's nothing left to them. Remember how big they were up at the north end of the park? Now they're little molehills. Not even big enough to be sand igloos. All right, that's going to do it for this morning's walk, this morning's live. Tell your friends about me. Tell them about Southwest Florida Television. Look for me in the mornings on both places. I'll try to let you know. Sometimes I forget to put up a post. I'll try to let you know where I'm going to be going live. I go live here because the Facebook stars are working, and a lot of you used to send stars, and I do appreciate that. So I'm going to bounce back and forth. But hey, thanks for being a friend. You're awesome. Remember my mission. It's all about bringing wonderful people like you together, one beach walk at a time. Thanks for allowing me into your lives and onto your screens. Until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, and stay strong. Tally-ho, my friends, tally-ho. For Southwest Florida Television, I'm Robb Stan. May God bless you, your family, your friends, your fur babies, everything and everyone in your lives. And God bless our wonderful, beautiful, and amazing country. The place that I so proudly call my home. God bless America. Tally-ho, my friends. Tally-ho.